Welcome to Same Spit, Different Face TV. Well, my opinions is facts, and if you don't like my opinions, you can start your own podcast. And it's free. So don't forget to spit on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification. Now, Spit Squad had to report on this. Now, we know that Remy Ma, she basically allegedly cheated on Papoose with Easy to I forgot the nigga name, but his name Easy. Anyway, he ended up getting beat up by Papoose at a battle venue, and then from there we started seeing Remy Ma with Papoose less, and we started seeing her with Easy the Block Captain more. That's his name. And so now Papoose has popped out with something. She a little bit younger. She definitely still fine, and people are happy for Papoose, man. You got to think about. I'll give you one side of it. Papoose stuck with her through that jail bid. He held her down. He always talked about black love. He always talked about being faithful. But you got to look at it from this perspective. Remy Ma was in a dominant position. She was the one who was hot. She was the one that was always out on the scene. She was the one who was, putting her league together and stuff like that. And sometimes, especially a woman like Remy Ma, and what do I mean by woman by Remy Ma? She tell you every chance she gets, she conceded. So it's easy to be with Papoose and he not hot while she in jail because he holding her down. But then when you get out and you able to move around and you hearing all the jokes about how Papoose rap and he rapping again, and then you hearing the jokes about he not hot, and then you around all of these rappers, they hot, they at the top of their game, and you feel like you hot, you at the top of your game, and you can get tricked into believing, man, I need somebody on my level. I need somebody who a boss like me. I need somebody who getting just as much attention as me. And I believe that's what ended up happening. Now, I will disclaim and say we don't know what happened behind the scenes. We don't know if Papoose led to this. We don't know if she started feeling like she was being neglected. And I don't really live and believe in the neglected thing. You know what I'm saying? A person can neglect their duties, but you should be able to talk to them about it. Now, if they don't start picking up on their duties, whose fault is that? That's nobody's fault. That's just kind of how that go in the game. But I feel like if it's really love there, y'all supposed to try to work through it and talk to it. Now, it can come to a point where a person can say, I'm done with this. I don't have the time for this. But we know in the eyes of the Bible, man, once you marry, you're supposed to fight through that and find that love again. Y'all both supposed to try to fight through it. I'm not saying Remy's supposed to just be the one fighting, and I'm not saying Papoose the one that's the only one that's supposed to be fighting. But when we look at them and their personalities, we can assume, and I use the word assume, that it will probably be Remy Ma, and that's been the consensus around that, Remy Ma basically stepped out on him. Now, we don't know if Papoose stepped out on her, but we kind of can believe since he held her down while she was in prison and he didn't step out. And I feel like if he was going and stepping out on her the way as hot as Remy Ma was and she was on all the way up, a woman would have been came out and said, yeah, I had Joe and you think you that to try to clout up. So we can just know from the way that things go now today that it probably would have came out if he would have done something just like it came out when she did something. So, and to be honest, as a man, you kind of feel bad for Papoose because he pushing all the black love. He her manager at the same time, and being her manager could have been where some of the strife could have came because he probably wanted her home more, and she's saying, "No, I'm the hottest I ever been in my life. Book me for this, book me for that. I'm out. I've been in jail all this time." But also at the same time, Papoose saying, yeah, exactly. You've been in jail all this time. What about your family? And for Remy Ma, she like, I got to strike while the iron hot. And then that's where the strife can come. Y'all already both, you at home, she on the road, or you on the road, she at home. Every time y'all talk, it's about business. Every time y'all talk, it's about you needing to be home more. It's about she's away too much. It's about now you gone. It's about what about when you. It's about what about with you. And now y'all just continuing to strain and pull apart and y'all never come back together. So I'm not really placing blame on anybody. I'm just saying I'm happy to see Papoose back in a new space. Check out my original Chicago hood movie in the end screen, No Time to Play Fair.